Are we saved by faith, works, or both? Many Christians have been taught that as long as you have faith in Jesus and believe in him, you will be saved. The Apostle Paul says it best in Ephesians 2:8-9, when he says, "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith. And this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast." But does that mean that just because we are saved by grace and not works, we don't actually need to do anything other than believe? Not at all. In fact, just the next verse down in Ephesians 2 verse 10 says this, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." So we have been created for the very purpose of doing good works. Well, that puts a whole new context to the argument, doesn't it? If we have been created in Christ to do good works but we don't, then can we really say that we believe in Jesus? Can you actually say that you believe in something that you put absolutely no effort in? James puts it even more bluntly in his book in James chapter 2 and verses 14-17. Here's what it says. "What does it profit, my brethren, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister is naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you says to them, 'Depart in peace, be warmed and filled,' but you do not give them the things which are needed for the body, what does it profit? Thus also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead." Okay, I hear you saying, but what about some of the other scriptures in the New Testament, such as Romans 11 verse 6, which says, "But if it is by grace, it is no longer on the basis of works, otherwise grace is no longer grace." Well, the thing is that faith and works are not mutually exclusive. If you do works without faith, then you have no reward. That's what Jesus meant in his parable about those coming to him saying, "Lord, Lord, did we not do many works in your name?" And Jesus replied, "Get away from me, I never knew you." They never had faith in him to begin with, and their works were to look good in front of others. But it is also true that we cannot have faith without good works as well. As we have already pointed out, Ephesians 2 verse 10 tells us that we Christians were made for good works in Jesus' name. Let's delve into Hebrews 11 to debunk the misconception that faith without action can somehow be pleasing to God. Hebrews 11 provides us with a comprehensive list of Old Testament faithful men. Each one is noted as follows. Due to faith, they labored and acted upon their belief. It's by faith Abel presented a sacrifice that required his utmost diligence to prepare. Abel's offering overshadowed Cain's due to Abel's faith, while Cain lacked in faith. Nonetheless, Abel still had to perform righteous deeds. Furthermore, Noah, guided by faith, constructed the ark, undoubtedly demanding strenuous work. The omnipotent God recognized Noah's unwavering faith in him and selected him to perform virtuous deeds driven by his faith. There are various other examples in Hebrews for you to explore. The principle here is not that faith alone is your salvation, but rather, if you labor diligently with faith in Jesus as your guiding light, blessings will surely follow. This perspective is more logical, and it's quite absurd to believe that merely saying, "Jesus, I trust in you," would result in salvation. This isn't what the Bible preaches, nor is it the message Jesus conveyed. In Luke 19:11-26, we encounter Jesus' parable of the 10 minas, a vivid illustration of the interplay between faith and works. A nobleman, soon to be king, entrusts his servants with 10 minas, instructing them to put this money to work until his return. The servants' responses vary greatly, revealing their different attitudes towards their master and their responsibilities. The first servant, acting in faith and diligence, multiplies his mina tenfold. He's praised for his trustworthiness and rewarded with authority over 10 cities. The second servant also profits, albeit to a lesser extent, and is rewarded proportionately. However, the third servant, paralyzed by fear and mistrust, hides his mina and does nothing with it. His inaction and lack of faith result in punishment. His mina is taken away and given to the first servant. Jesus' parable underscores the point that faith alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by action. We are all entrusted with varying gifts and resources, and we're expected to utilize them for the benefit of God's kingdom. If we simply sit back, professing faith in Jesus, but doing nothing to help our fellow man, we risk being seen as the wicked servant. Jesus gave us one primary task: to spread the good news of the kingdom. However, this task isn't limited to preaching, it extends to showing love and kindness, helping each other whenever possible. Our capabilities will differ, but what matters is doing our utmost, with faith in Jesus guiding our actions. The widow's offering in Mark 12:44 serves as another potent reminder. She, despite her poverty, gave all she had out of faith and love. It's not about what we can offer, but about our willingness to serve God to the fullest of our abilities. The Bible clearly states we will be judged according to our deeds. So, it's crucial to remember that our actions in this life indeed matter. As we continue exploring this topic, let us strive to put Jesus first in all that we do. If you're interested in learning more about the Bible's teachings in a simple and understandable manner, hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.